Respect is built slowly, lost instantly. Respect is one of the rarest currencies in the world. You can't buy it, you can't fake it, and once it's gone, getting it back is harder than climbing a mountain blindfolded. Everyone wants to be respected, by friends, by coworkers, by family, by society, but very few people stop to realize that the fastest way to lose respect is not when others betray you, it's when you start betraying yourself. Think about it. Every time you doubt your worth, every time you let someone cross your boundaries, every time you shrink yourself just to make others comfortable, you're teaching the world that you don't deserve respect. People follow your example. If you don't respect yourself, they won't either. Respect isn't earned through noise, through money, or through fake popularity. It's earned through presence, the silent strength of someone who knows their value and doesn't need validation. It's not arrogance, it's self-awareness. You lose respect when you lose authenticity, when you wear masks, when you chase approval, when you forget who you are just to be liked. Because here's the truth, respect and people-pleasing can't coexist. One requires strength, the other demands sacrifice. So before you chase being admired, focus on being honest with yourself. Because self-disrespect is the first and fastest step toward losing all external respect. One's self-respect comes first. If you don't stand up for yourself, no one else will. The world mirrors how you treat yourself. If you constantly apologize for existing, if you tolerate disrespect just to avoid confrontation, if you say yes when your heart screams no, then understand this, you are giving away your self-respect piece by piece. People can sense it. They notice when you have no boundaries. They see when you let others walk over you and think, if they don't value themselves, why should I? That's how respect disappears. Quietly, invisibly, but completely. Self-respect means you no longer chase validation. It means you know your worth, even when others don't see it. It's saying, I'd rather stand alone with dignity than stand with people who treat me like I'm replaceable. When you respect yourself, you speak differently. You walk differently. You attract differently. Because energy doesn't lie. Never beg for attention. Never lower your standards to keep someone who doesn't value you. You teach people how to treat you by what you allow. Start saying no, not out of ego, but out of respect for your peace. Start walking away from chaos, gossip, and fake love. That's when the world starts to notice. That's when people start respecting you not for what you have, but for who you are. Because the truth is simple. If you don't respect yourself first, nothing else you do will ever matter. 2. Inconsistency destroys credibility. The second fastest way to lose respect. Be inconsistent. Say one thing, do another. Talk about goals, but never act on them. Promise people the world, but deliver excuses. Nothing makes people lose respect faster than realizing your words are empty. Consistency isn't about perfection, it's about reliability. When your words align with your actions, you become trustworthy. But when they don't, people stop listening. Because why would anyone believe someone who doesn't even believe in their own word? Every time you break a promise, whether to others or to yourself, your credibility takes a hit. You tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow. And that tomorrow never comes. You post about discipline online but live with distraction offline. And slowly you build a reputation of being all talk, no action. Respect demands consistency. When you're consistent, people rely on you. They know your word means something. You don't need to prove yourself. Your actions speak louder than your speeches. So don't say I'll change, show it. Don't say I'll be better, become it. Let your results silence the noise. Because inconsistency doesn't just make others doubt you, it makes you doubt yourself. And when self-trust is gone, so is self-respect. Be the person whose actions are louder than their ambitions. That's how you earn lasting respect. One consistent decision at a time. 3. Arrogance and ego. The silent killer's confidence is magnetic, but arrogance, it's poison. The third fastest way to lose respect is by letting ego take the wheel. When you start believing you're above others, you begin to fall, slowly then suddenly. People confuse confidence with arrogance all the time. Confidence says, I'm capable. Arrogance says, I'm better than you. And that difference determines whether people respect you or secretly root for your downfall. Ego blinds you to growth. It makes you think you already know everything. It pushes people away. Because respect isn't earned through dominance. It's earned through humility. The most powerful people in the world don't need to shout to be heard. Their actions, discipline, and kindness speak for them. When ego takes over, gratitude disappears. You stop appreciating others. You stop listening. You start thinking everyone owes you something. That's when people pull away. not because you failed, but because you forgot to stay human. Remember, the higher you rise, the more humility you need. Respect thrives in humility, but dies in arrogance. So keep your confidence, but lose your ego. Speak with power, not pride. Lead with heart, not hierarchy. Because when your success is loud, but your character is quiet, that's when people truly respect you. For betraying trust breaks everything. There's one thing more fragile than glass: trust. Once it's broken, it never looks the same again. The fastest and most permanent way to lose respect is to betray someone's trust. It doesn't always mean betrayal in the dramatic sense. Sometimes it's gossiping behind someone's back. Sometimes it's exposing secrets for clout. Sometimes it's lying to save your image, while destroying your integrity. Trust is the foundation of every relationship: personal, professional, emotional. When you lose it, respect collapses. Because people can forgive mistakes, but they can't trust a liar twice. Your word should carry weight. When you say you'll do something, do it. When you promise loyalty, mean it. When you commit, follow through. Respect doesn't come from perfection, it comes from consistency and honesty. Breaking trust not only hurts others, it scars your own identity. You start seeing yourself as unreliable, and that self-image eats away at your confidence. So protect trust like it's gold. Be someone whose loyalty can't be bought, whose integrity can't be shaken, and whose honesty doesn't depend on convenience. Because once people lose trust in you, no apology, no excuse, and no charm can bring back their respect. Conclusion: respect yourself enough to never lose it. Respect doesn't fade overnight, it dies slowly through 1,000 small choices. Every time you lie, every time you fake, every time you lower your standards, you're burning away the very thing that makes people look up to you. You don't earn respect by demanding it, you earn it by deserving it, by living with discipline, truth, and courage, by being honest when it's hard, by staying humble when it's easy to boast. Don't chase being liked, chase being respected, because likes disappear, but respect lasts a lifetime. If you want people to value you, start by valuing yourself. If you want loyalty, be loyal. If you want trust, be trustworthy. And if you want respect, live in a way that even your enemies have to admit you're real. The fastest way to lose respect is by losing yourself. The surest way to gain it is by standing tall even when the world tries to bend you. Because when you walk with integrity, speak with clarity, and act with consistency, you'll never have to ask for respect. It will follow you everywhere you go.